First, we have, as for doctors, we have a dictum. Dictum meaning it is a, you cannot compromise on this. This is my, I cannot go back on what this belief will happen. Is first, do no harm. In Latin, primum non nocere. If you don't know what you're doing, and you feel like you might not do something good for the patient, don't help. You'd rather na, kasi yung iba, may good intention. Kasi tayong lahat, mga Pilipino, mahilig tayong tumulong. Pero, minsan, mahilig na tayong tumulong, pero hindi natin alam kung paano tumulong ng tama. Kasi ganyan yung iba eh. Ay, sir, gusto ka na sana tulungan, pero he made it worse. What's an example? Yung iba, tourniquet. Basta, okay, may dumudugo. Kailangan tourniquet kagad. Talian ko yun ng sinturon. Talian ko yun ng tali. Yun pala, masyadong mahigpit, masyadong matagal, or masyadong maluwag. So by the time na pumunta sa amin, sa ortho, patay na yung kamay. So which could have been prevented. Kasi may gunin, kasi sabi ko lang, gusto ko siyang tulungan eh, gusto ko siyang patigilin yung dugo. Pero mali yung nagawa. And what I always advise my patients and for those who want to help is, ito, pag hindi nyo alam, huwag mong tumulong kasi baka pagalitan pa kayo ng paramedic. So, di ba, yung intention, gusto ko nga lang matulong, napagalitan pa ako, parang bad trip naman. So, ayoko naman mangyari po sa inyo yan. Okay, next. So here, components of trauma care. Actually, these ones are more for the medical field, but just to give you an idea of what goes on with us, parang kasi nakita niyo sa movies, nakita niyo sa annalyn, gano'n. Ito po yung ano natin, pre-hospital care. So emergency medical services provided to patients before they reach hospital. Dito po tayo as everyday individuals. Kasi tayo yung nakakita ng may stab wound, tayo yung may nakikita ng na baril. So anong pwedeng gawin habang naghihintay sa mga tao na mas marunong tumulong sa pasyente? Next, primary survey. Dadating yung mga paramedics po natin and also in the hospital. It's just as simple as A, B, C, D, E. This is what usually they do. They check airway. Of course, if you can't breathe, you die. You can't get oxygen into your lungs, you die. That's why this is the most important. Next, breathing. If you can't breathe, again, you can't get your oxygen to transfer to your lungs, you die. Next, circulation. Blood is what carries oxygen around in your body. If the circulation is impaired, kung sira yung mga tubo, kung saan yung daluyan yung mga dugo, you cannot get blood to those areas, and then you might get injured and worse death. Disability and exposure, bali yung iba kasi baka natamaan sa ulo, may neurologic problem, mahirap na. And exposure, yung iba kasi, be worried, kitang-kita, ito yung nahiwa, sobrang dugo, sobrang pangit. Yun pala, may wound pala siya dito sa chest. I had a patient, his side came out of his skin, so it was really out there. So we were so worried about this that unfortunately, hindi nakita yun sa chest. Namatay siya. And that's why you have to explore the injuries. Hindi lang do not be distracted by the elephant in the room. You have to look at everything. And then next, the secondary survey, pag na-stabilize na yung pasyente, the patient is already okay, medyo relax na tayo, you can do your other history as well. Next. Next slide. Okay, so essential bystander first aid. This is the part that medyo you can actually learn something. But although Blades and Bullets, we do provide training on how to do this. Philippine Red Cross does this a lot. If you have your organization in your own barangay or cities that provide first aid training, even better. So next slide. First is to be ready. How do you be ready? Is to actually be active in trying to learn how to do what is right. Kasi may kita mo, parang common sense lang naman yung iba eh. But if you don't do the right thing, learn the right way the first time, you might learn bad habits, which might cause problems for the person you're trying to help. Next. So here, first, before actually helping someone, let's say may nakita ko yung nakabalandra dyan na nasakitaan or na-injure or na-stab or something, you have to assess the situation. You have to evaluate safety. If the scene is safe, kaya sa first aid, for those who's taking first aid, the scene is safe. Ganun, medyo nakakatuwang pakinggan. The scene is safe, parang ang weird doon. But that's the most important kasi if you're trying to help someone, yun pala, sira-sira yung building, ayaw yung ceiling. Pagpasok mo, nahulugan ka ng bato, dalawa na kayo. Instead of helping that person. You have to make sure the scene is safe. And then you check if the patient is responsive. Next, the next thing you do, you can't do things alone. You need to call for help. So you have to know your emergency numbers. Fortunately, even in the Philippines, 911 is still our emergency number, just like the States. But if you know the Bureau of Fire Protection, if you know your local police station, that's even better. But again, 911 is centralized to everything, and they usually respond pretty quickly. Next, CPR. Okay, CPR, BLS. But just in case you have wala tayong chance na mag-BLS kasi may bayad din po yan. All you need to do is chest compressions. And iniisip ng iba, sir, baka kailangan I need to do mouth to mouth. Not necessarily anymore. Chest compressions only can, there's enough oxygen left in the blood para pag chest compression lang, okay lang until help arrives. So you don't have to do mouth to mouth. Next. Okay, ito, Stop the Bleed. We teach this. This is so the Stop the Bleed initiative is a program started by the U.S. American College of Surgeons and the U.S. Department of Defense that teaches everyone, no matter what their background, on how to stop, prevent life-threatening bleeding. So there are 3 components to this. It's just basically direct pressure, wound packing, and tourniquet application. So just to go through the basic one, kaya yung iba kasi pag dumudugo, tourniquet kagad. Hindi ganun. The first thing that you can do with anything na dumudugo is i-press mo lang. Direct pressure na firm. Hindi yung parang, ay, dumudugo, medyo malumanan. Hindi. Talagang binan nyo ng konti. Kasi isipin nyo, there are pipes there na the blood is flowing that you have to stop. If the bleeding doesn't stop yet, and the wound is kind of deep, you would then apply wound packing. So you get, usually, of course, you wouldn't put direct pressure with just your fingers. You would use clean gauze or a clean piece of cloth. Kung wala talagang choice, I don't know, your hands will be the next thing. But you have to make sure that you inform yung paramedics na dumating o kung sino man, kung doktor man yan, ay, Doc, sir, naduguan po ako. Because there are a lot of infections that can be transmitted through the blood that can go into it. Masaktan ka pa. We don't want that. So the next part is, you put, okay, for deep wounds, you're going to get that gauze to dudugong pa rin. Ipasok mo. And there's a right way of doing that. And that's what we teach in Stop the Bleeding. That's the right way of doing that until the bleeding stops. Hindi pa rin tumigil. And it's an extremity. Yung mga kamay, binti natin. Pwede kang gumamit ng tourniquet. I know there's a lot of China tourniquets out there. Wala lang akong sample ngayon. It's black and it's not the one that's licensed by Stop the Bleed. It could work, but unfortunately, those are faulty. Meaning, they're not as tight, they're not as sturdy. So, using them would actually probably cause more harm than good. Pero the original tourniquet, yung orange na yan, medyo mahal yan eh. But if you really want to help, and for those who are preppers and all that, and have extra budget, that would be the best. And iniisip nyo, how many times na use the tourniquet? Pwede ko bang, pag pinadala ko na yan, Dok, kunin ko ulit ha? Hindi na pwede. A tourniquet, the real tourniquet can only be used once. Because once it's applied, magiging use na yan sa second application. Next. Okay, every second counts. What does this mean? Every second that you leave a wound that is not occluded or you didn't stop the bleed brings the person closer to death. May idea ba kung gaano katagal bago ka mag-bleed out from a wound sa artery? Anyone? Gaano katagal? Ilang minuto? 60 seconds. Pwede, but the average is actually 2 to 5 minutes. So may oras ka pa, pero huwag mong hintayin ng ganun. So you have the time to assess the scene, to assess everything, to call for help when you do that. But you have to understand, these are statistics from the States. It takes 2 to 5 minutes for a person to bleed out, pero gaano ba katagal dumating yung paramedic sa area na yun? In the States, in a big city, 7 minutes. Pero dito sa Pilipinas, sa traffic natin, baka isang oras pa. By that time, you watch someone die because wala ka yung alam. Diba? So now that you have a basic, all you have to do while waiting is stop it. Just stop it and pack it as much as you can. Next. What is the best remedy to danger? So next is prevention. Always. There's a saying, an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. Just like us, kami sa medical field, let's say my patient, my arthritis, sige sir, wala tayong gagawin dyan, hihintayin natin yan hanggang i-replace ko na yung tuhod mo. Hindi tayo ganun. We want the patient, let's say kung ma-arthritis sa tuhod, we want him to do exercises. We want to give him medications. We want to teach him ways to relieve the pain before it gets worse. Bago natin kailangan siya, kung kailangan eventually, na-operahan. Prevention is better than cure. So always prevent yourself from being in a situation that allows you to get stabbed, that allows you to get shot. Dapat, hindi talaga tayo. Pero, meron talaga. For our servicemen, police, army, and all that, they have to be in the line. Wala tayong magagawa. But for us individuals, kung kaya natin avoid, prevent it. Next. Okay, situational awareness. Ito yung pinaka-importante. Situational awareness allows you to sense danger or to be aware of potentially dangerous threats even before this happen. What does it mean? Inisip natin, uy, may mukhang dubious na tao dito, tapos may daanan dito. Tayo, kung situationally aware tayo, will I go to this person pa? Dadaan ba ako dito? Hindi, dito tayo. You avoided a potential threat. Eh, yung iba naman kasi, naka-earphone, naka-hoodie, naka-baba, naka-cellphone, didiretso pa sa tao. Yun talaga. No situational awareness. And he himself, or she herself, was the one who brought herself to the dangerous situation. Next. We like to teach things in the tactical framework. 4 F's, madali lang po yan. Find, fix, finish, and follow through. This can be applied not just to tactical stuff, but in life in general. First, find. It involves detecting and identifying the target. What is the problem? Di ba ganun mo talaga? Kung hindi mo alam kung ano yung problema, paano mo aayusin? Find. Fix. Once the target is located, you will attempt to fix it in whatever means. To restrict your movement a bit over here. Meaning, okay, let's say, parang ito na, para sa bahay. May nag-leak ng tubig, a leaking faucet. Find the problem, the leaking faucet. How do you fix the problem? Tighten, maybe just close it properly, or whatever. And then finish is involving engaging, neutralizing the target. Talagang in-ensure mo na hindi siya mag-ulit. Next, follow through. Bakit kaya nag-leak to? Is my faucet new? Is there, may sira na po ba? You do something that will prevent this from happening again. And I'm going to show that later in a demonstration, how we do that in tactical stuff. Next. Combative concepts. So, in an attack, there has to be 3 components. Opportunity, intent, and ability. What do those mean? If one of those is missing, you will not be subjected to an attack. Opportunity. There is someone with us, let's say ito, cellphone, nandito, or cellphone, nagte-text ako. That is an opportunity for someone to steal your cellphone. Intent. Me, as the thief, na magnanakaw, gusto kong naawin yung cellphone niya. May intent ako. Ability. Can I actually, magaling talaga nag-training ako sa, I don't know, mga dubious places. Medyo dubious kasi nag-training ako sa Tondo. Dubious yung Tondo, ang dami magagaling ng mga snatcher doon. Kayang-kaya nilang nakawin yung cellphone. Or, baka malakas ako, or magaling ako, mabilis tumakbo. Ability, I can steal that cellphone. So, opportunity, there's a cellphone that can be stolen. Intent, I want to steal that cellphone. And ability, kayang-kaya ko yan still. When those three things come together, boom, that cell phone can be stolen. Or you, as the one holding that cell phone, can be subject to attack. But if those are missing, one of those are missing, most likely you will not be able to be attacked. So in terms of opportunity, nagte-text ako ganyan, sa labas, gawa ng pantay. If I put my cell phone here or I text somewhere else, wala na opportunity. At intent, kahit may intention yung isang tao, or nagte-text ka lang ganyan, yung magnanakaw, wala namang intent na nakawin ka, safe ka. Ability, yung iba, nag-text ng cellphone, pero yung itsura mo malaki, nakaka-intimidate, talagang mukhang hindi pwede siyang lapitan, matatakot siya. So the other person, wala na siyang ability to see from you. Okay? Next, stages of conflict. Pre-conflict, in-conflict, and post-conflict. Very important kasi yung mga gusto ng ibang tao, di ba ito yung sa self-defense? Kami, we don't like calling it self-defense. We like calling it self-preservation. Self-defense kasi entails na inaatake ka na by something. May offenses na may ginagawa ka na. But self-preservation includes, it pretends that you are preventing something, which is the pre-conflict. Again, same example, kung may videos na tao dito, ba't ako yung lumapit? Prevention. Prevention. I go here. In conflict, let's say talaga napalakan ako, those are your techniques. Whatever, disarm, whatever, all that. Post-conflict, what happens after the legal and the medical implications of what you did? Let's say na-disarm mo, pero nasaksak mo sa neck niya. Iiwan mo lang ba siya? That's what happens after. Next. Okay, training. Training is very important. Not just training, but also proper training. So that's what we'll be at Luigi Quality as spouses. You don't have to get it from us, basta as long as you are responsible enough to discern a good instructor. Kasi syempre, may mga training dyan, marami. Lahat yan, may mga, yung iba, puro certificate. Pero the paper does not give you your skills. It is you who gives you your skills. So if you don't apply what was learned on paper, then in reality, hindi mo magagawa yung certificate mo. Next slide. Okay, quality training matters. Next slide, please. Just to show you an example. Okay, so training, that's proper demonstration, and there are some techniques that may work, but in all honesty, if you do an arm bar in real life in the street, and you're trying to just break this arm, someone can step on your face, or there's a video, I was not able to get it, they street fight ko sila, nagsapakan sila, yung isa magaling, nagaling niya, tapos in-arm bar niya, yung in-arm bar niya, binunot niya yung kutsilya niya dito, sinaksak niya. Did your training work? No, because he's dead. So you have to be careful. Kailangan discerning ko kayo sa pag-isip kung ano yung gagamitin mo. Kung ano yung pwedeng gamitin sa gym and kung ano dapat gamitin sa street. Kasi may, ano talaga yan, may difference yan eh. And both are okay. You just have to use it at the right time. Use sport techniques for sport and combatives for combatives. If you alternate those, you will end up hurting someone, or in the end, you will end up hurting yourself. Kasi kung magko-combatives ka sa sport, talo ka sa sport, sinaktan mo pa yung athlete na opponent mo, hindi ka sportsman. Pangit, huwag ka na maglaro ng sports. Pero kung yung galawan mo, sports, sa labanan, sa totoong buhay, tinira mong ganun, nakapuntos na ako, bang! hindi naman titigil yung kalaban mo. Okay? Kailangan yung utak mo aligned to what is really happening. Kasi yung iba, utak sports na sa labas, patay siya. And there are so many unreleased videos of that happening to our patients. Next. Okay, so hands-on skills. I'd like to call on Coach Jazz from Blazing Bullet Philippines to help me. I just want to show you something on how to, this is a very short demo because I have to hold the mic. Okay, Coach Jazz is going to use a training app. So Coach Jazz is bigger than me. Usually, ganito tututan na ganyan. I'm 5'4", I'm very short, I'm a small individual, I'm cute, joke. But usually everyone else is taller than me. Nakakainis eh. Wala tayong magagawa. Mag-heels ako sana, pero hindi pwede. So the force of someone, he wants to kill me. Coach Jazz kasi is saying. But usually iba, ganito sila. Ganyan lang, magsaslash lang sila. Pero si Coach Jazz, gusto niya akong patayin talaga eh. Pinakain ko naman ito naman, sa grabe mo, no? So, he's going to stab me. Usually, how would you stab someone kung galit kayo? Galing dito, di ba? Hindi naman kayo gaganyan. Hindi naman kayo gaganyan. Hindi naman kayo gaganyan. Hindi. It's usually just from here, bang. So Coach Jazz will be hitting me, he's mad at me, yan. Bang! That's his target. If you go through here, this is the carotid artery, this is the neck, and dead. So, using the 4 F's, find, fix, finish, follow through, help me survive. So my life is in your hands. Tulungan niyo ko. What is F? What is fine? What is the problem? Ito. Is this the problem? Is this a problem? Yes. This is a problem. This is a knife stabbing me in my neck. That's a very big problem. How do I fix it? Anong suggestions niyo? Paano ko to titingin? Mabagal lang to, mabagal lang. Kasi kung mabilis, sasaktan kami ko rin. Baka mamatay talaga. Ayaw ko mamatay dito. Yan. Always when you train, it has to be slow. But in reality, you have to act that up. But for demonstration purposes, we will go slow and gentle. But in reality, you will train this and act this up. So now, ganyan. This is my find. How will I fix it? Any suggestions? Sir, ikaw. Anong suggestion? Hindi, ikaw. May gumaganyan kayo. May sasaksak sila. Ang gagawin mo. Takbo! Okay, create distance. I created distance. Not bad. Works, diba? O ito. Or I subtract the distance. Nag-kiss na kami. Right? Pero, the dangerous part is not. Andito ako sa malapit. Oh, that's one. What else? What else can I do? Ano pa pwedeng gawin? Anyone? Turuan ako. Mamatay na ako dito. Sinaksak na ako. Guys, tulong guys. Anong gagawin? Sir, yung naka-red, sir. Ikaw, sir. Anong gagawin ko? Ikaw rin, sir. Yan. Tatakbo, okay. Same kayo. Tinit ba kayo? Nangyayari. Copy and answer. Sorry, hindi ko napansin. Oh, pero tama naman. Ano pa? Kung hindi ko kaya tumakbo, napilayin ako. Shit, hindi ko kaya. Anong gagawin ko? Give up na. Dasal. Pwede. Disable. Paano mag-disable? Ako yung disabled niya eh, di ba? Pero paano? Control. Oh, my idea. Put something in between. Yes, put something in between first, bago mo control. Di ba? So, yan muna. Okay? Tama, di ba? Fine, fix. How will I finish? Paano ko siya talupusin? Disarm, pwede. Kung hindi ka marunong mag-disarm, ano pwede mo gawin? Basta neutralize. Tama. Oh, so, let's say, disarm. Gusto niya disarm eh. Ako pwede to eh. Look, do not attempt this in real life or even in training. But this works. It's just that it's not guaranteed to work. Stop here. Boom. This one. O, diba? May mic pa ako. Nag-hosting ako. Hey guys, stop. Oh, bilis. Hindi ganun. Pero that works. So, tama. Hindi coach. Disarm. So, I will do it, finish, and follow through. Okay? Fine, fix, finish. Fine, I found the problem. I fixed it by neutralizing. I finished by taking him down and putting him down. And I followed through by making sure na wala siyang kasama. na wala ng danger. Hindi lang ako, bang, boom, boom. Oh, sige, sino pa? Tara, kaya ko yung lahat. Hindi. Or yung iba kasi, bang, boom, armbar. Kung sa may kasama siya, boom, sinisang ka. That's why you have to apply your 4S effectively. And through proper training, malalaman mo kung ano yung mga tamang responses. Right? Thank you. Next slide. Okay, like any skill, practice ensures continuity. Marami dito, shooters. Alam nila, they have to practice their trigger pull, they have to practice their gun access, they have to practice rounds downrange. How do you get better in shooting? Sir, ikaw, shooter ka, sir? How do you get that in shooting? You discipline. You actually shoot. You get better in something by actually doing it. And doing it properly. Kasi yung shooting, di ba? There's a difference. Shooter ka. Or ganyan. Ano yung tamang shooting? Yung first? Or ito? Ano yung tama? Yung ganyan yung first. Di ba? So you have to do what you want to be better at correctly. Hindi yung basta-basta na, shoot ako. Hindi pwedeng ganun. Kailangan, may magaling kang instructor, magaling ka rin estudyante. Okay? Next slide. Okay, so, I'm wrapping up my talk. What we have to remember is, first, real-world data. It ensures that you are prepared for the actual situations you might face. As I said, usual attack, ganyan. At least may principle ka already. Not a technique. At Blades and Bullets, we do not teach techniques, we teach principles. Because out of good, sound principles that you know in your head, you will be able to come up with your technique. Yung iba kasi, ito lang pwede, mali iba. Hindi ba? It's not like that. There are things that work for others that don't work for others. Kaya maraming technique. Kasi, yung principle behind it is the same. So, using real data also reduces the risk of getting caught off guard. Yung iba kasi, hindi naman gagana yan kasi ganito yun eh. I've seen a knife disarmed by a flying tick. But me, I will not teach that why, because it has a low percentage of working. But, since it happened, at least kumana. So baka yun yung best technique at that time. Hindi, there are something better, pero for me, the best technique is the technique that gets you out alive at that point in time. There could have been something better because hindsight is always 20/20. Pero in that moment, nakalabas ka, buhay ka, masaya ka, hindi ka nasaktan. Hindi, dapat ginawa mo to. No one has the right to say that anymore because you did what you had to do to survive. Next, helps you develop responses that improve into work. So again, basic principle, attack coming in, give space, neutralize and all that. Find, fix, finish, follow through. Principles that allow that work. Next slide. Skills first over gear. Your ability to respond quickly and correctly is crucial, but you can always have the best equipment, but if you don't have to use it effectively, it's of little value. So bali, ibig sabihin lang nun, kahit you have yung pinakamagandang baril, pinakamahal, 1 million, yung pistol mo, hindi ko lang kung may ganun, hindi ako magaling sa mga shooting eh. Kung may ganun. Pero, hindi ka tumatama. Magaling ka ba? Na-shooter? Hindi. Sabi nga, di ba? Yung iba sa sports, if you can't perform, Japon. Kaya yung mga suot nila, sobrang ganda ng sapatos nila, sobrang ganda ng jersey nila, pero let's say, yung basketball yan, hindi marunong mag-layup, hindi marunong mag-shoot. Pero yung iba, walang suot, walang tsinelas, walang sapatos or whatever. Ang galing tumira. That's based on skill. So do not rely on your equipment because the equipment, the knife, is only as good as its wielder. The weapon is only as good as its wielder. Because on its own, sir, is this knife, delikado ba yung kutsilyo na to? Hindi, di ba? Pero kung delikado ba? What's the difference? You are the weapon. And if you do not train, no matter what's put in your hands, will not be effective. Next. Last, choose qualified instructors. Marami po tayong instructors in the world. And I understand why. Because a lot of people would like to share knowledge. Because not, man is a social creature. Lahat tayo gusto makipag-usap, gusto magpaliwatig. Gusto, unfortunately ba, gustong magyabang. Pero kung mali yung tinuturo sa'yo, ikaw yung bihado. So dapat makahanap kayo ng instructor that teach you well and teach you properly. Okay? So look for instructors, verifiable credentials, strong track record, and experience both in the field and classroom. Yung iba kasi, puro papel lang, puro certificate. Pero pag tinry mo, walang skill. So wala, may disconnect. Yung iba, puro theory lang, wala ka naman. Next slide. May mga katanungan ba? Anyone, any questions? May questions from us audience? Wala naman? Okay, Maria. If you have any questions, we have a booth over there in the box. And next slide. This is our website. You can take a picture if you guys want. Plates and Bullets Philippines. Follow us on our social media. And once again, next slide. Thank you very much. My name is AJ and goodbye.
Galing mo eh.
So, nangyari, 45, and 45. Actually, dapat tayo naman yan. 45 yung testing namin, pero since because dance ko na nag-travel sir, siyempre, testing tayo, test natin, di ba? And, sabi ko namin, as you can see, intact pa rin. And, dapat tayo sa loob ay safe. Okay, so kita mo, intact pa rin yung ballistic curtain. And ito yung level of protection na ma-offer niya. Can you imagine, deliver mo lang din, hindi ka sasakyan pa rin, it's affordable, you don't have to modify your car. And this offers the safety that for everyone talaga, hindi gusto ko palagi sinasabi kasi it's affordable. Okay, so yan, sobrang enjoy na pinagagawa namin dito. Siyempre kasama si Sir Peter at ang aming idol, si Gans Pinoy. Kita niyo naman, ginawa namin yung bintana ng sasakyan ni Sir Peter, pero thank you first of all sa pag-imbita sa amin. Second, salamat sa tiwala sa amin na kaya namin bardin yung kotse mo. And well, kita mo naman, again, it was proven. Ito, I really wanted to test it, and Sir Peter gave us the chance kung Gans Pinoy na i-test yung kanilang products. Ito yung kanilang isa sa mga top-selling products nila, yung ballistic curtain na pwede mong isampay sa mga bintana, pagpuan ng kotse. This is affordable and for all ang protection na yung mga
Ayun. Yes, sir. Hindi kami magkaintindihan. Hindi niya mag-gets yung fish. Oh, sir, fish. Hindi katulad dito. Ito. Hindi pa pa yun. Ako nga, nagbawas ako eh. Bago ko rin.
Ba yung kaya motor nila? Sa mga sasakyan, magkano rin? Mag-install kayo? Di ba sinatan? Ito yung binili ko noon. Bagong bag siya. Quick draw. Shooters.
Yun yung nilipin ni Corix sa YouTube, yung sample.
Calling card. Emergency flashlight.
Sir, may warranty pa.
May warranty pa. Yan sir. Ito yung calling card. 7 years. Ito. Mas matibay ito. Ah,
Farm yan, sir.
pang farm. Bigat no? Oh, tibay.
Yung value, sir. Yung value. Meron ko yung display.
$11,000. Kailangan kasi ito sa pag-traveler ka.
Okay, ito na yan, 21.
Ayun. Ayun, titignan ko sa kabila.
Ano mga jeje mo?
Magkano itong kapag na nakikita ko mga $2,000 ano siya? 2,000
2668.
Pares lang ba ito doon? Same company lang.
Top.
May calling card.
Univision na po yan, sir.
Until August 25, 2024. Again, the raffle is only open for guests with purchased tickets. So stay tuned as we will be announcing another set of winners in just a few moments. And C9 credit RMR ready 9. And we would also like to announce that at our 5 o'clock p.m. raffle, we will be giving away a 9mm